Hi, I'm Kristi, the Mosaic Shaman, and I work with the energetic body to release trapped emotions that women hold. Sometimes as women we think that we are supposed to do everything and accomplish everything at the same time. We're also masters at hiding the emotional feelings that are trapped inside the body. I help women understand that all things are possible. I help them take the shattered pieces of their life and put it back together into beautiful. So we're going to work with the medicine wheel as we go in the garden and plant the seed. And I want to explain that medicine wheel to you. So it has 4 directions. The south is the serpent, and in the serpent that's shedding skin and letting go of what doesn't work for you anymore. It's also the I am. It's in the first chakra and it's connected to the earth. When we go into the west, that's jaguar. Jaguar is about couplehood. It's also in the 3rd chakra here, and it's about identity. It gives you the courage. And then when we go into the north, that's hummingbird. Hummingbird is about the ancestors, the past, the future, and being present in the moment. So we're going to work with that energy. And when we go into the east, it's eagle condor. It's the ability to fly above your problems, see things from a higher perspective, and know that we're universal. We're not separate from our God source. Pachamama is the great mother, the earth, the feminine. Great Spirit comes down as the God source. We bring that together. It's the yin and the yang. We are connected to all things. And that's what Eagle Condor teaches us. So we're going to work with the medicine wheel as we go inside and plant the seed in the garden. Now that we're going to go into our garden, which is our sacred garden in our heart, I'm going to call on the energy of the mesa to come in and be with us. A mesa is a spiritual bundle that a shaman holds. And it's open to all directions. It has crystals and rocks that are used for healing. I also opened up the 4 directions with my rattle. I called on serpent, jaguar, hummingbird, and eagle to enter into this space of healing. This is a very sacred indigenous practice that brings in the energy of those 4 archetypes. And we also use the mesa. Now I want you to sit yourself on the floor and let's ground ourselves. So we're going into the garden. And as you go into your garden, which is internal in your heart, I want you to do that with your breath. So sit down on the floor, connect with the earth, breathe deeply, drop in, drop inside, and let's go to the garden. This is a garden that you have cultivated and created throughout your lifetimes. This is a beautiful garden full of divine love. This is the garden where the guardian sits. And as you drop into the garden, know that you're fully protected by your guardians and angels in the room. Going into your heart space and dropping in. In this place in the garden, I want you to smell the flowers. Smell any smells. Hear any sounds. What noises are in your garden? Touch anything you can in the garden. And taste anything there is to taste. When we bring the senses into the garden, we connect with all of our higher self as we go into the 6th sense, which is our guardian. Call your guardian into the garden with you. Don't judge what your guardian looks like. It's a being of light and love that comes in. And as we choose this path of love, as we sit in the garden, I want you to call in the word. What word does your guardian have for you? This is a word that you've been hanging on to that has stopped you from moving forward. In one word, what is that word? Take that word and we're going to bring it with us into the room so we can move through it and allow whatever trapped emotions are connected to that word to free itself from the body. Thank your guardian for the word. Bring it in. Bring that word in with you. Bring your breath back in. Drop back into your body and open your eyes. So now I want you to take that word and we're going to move it into movement. And it can be any movement you want. As the music plays, it's going to bring up different emotions in the body. And be okay with those emotions. Allow it to go. Because what we're going to do in our movement is we're going to move through serpent. We're going to take that word and we're going to go to the ground and let it go through serpent. And then we're going to move it through jaguar. We're going to give it the power and the voice of jaguar and let it go. And then we're going to let it come into hummingbird. As it comes into hummingbird, it's going to become more gentle as that word moves. And then we're going to bring it to eagle condor, which is the highest consciousness as that word transforms. And we bring it through Pachamama and Great Spirit. And we transform that word that has been holding you back, keeping you hostage, so that it no longer has the power to stop you from living your purpose and moving into fulfillment. And we'll do that through music and dance. And it will take a half hour, and that music and dance will move us around. And it's any movement you want to. And then we're going to connect that movement in a group with each other as we look into each other's eyes and become connected celestial beings, connected universal beings, and we connect. And we will end with, I see you.
I know how hard
I
it can be.
I've been there. I've walked that path. And I know how hard it can be. And though we want to be happy all the time, sometimes we have to do the work to get to that part. And I can help you do that because that's what I've done. And I know that inside is this divine, beautiful being that's connected to the source. I can be nothing but the source because that's where you came from. So, as a Mosaic shaman, I have the ability to remind you of your divine, beautiful birthright. I just remind you of who you are. That's all. And I do it in individual groups, and I do it in group sessions. I do it with somebody on the bus. It doesn't even matter. I help somebody see and remember their divine beauty because for whatever reason, I came into this world with the ability to see that. That's what it means to be a shaman, to walk between the worlds. I see the divine in you, even when you can't see it sometimes. And I have to remind you that it's there. So go to KristiEllen.com, go to the Mosaic Shaman or Soul Healer's Path. Namaste.